Meaning a person that's just a little bit too good at selling. Does that sound familiar to you? Here are 5 ways. Like it. Not like it like my video, comment, and subscribe. No. Like it internally so that way you get to be a better version of you. Where when you meet yourself at August 22nd, August 25th, you're going to be like, wow, I barely even recognize myself. 5 way. You're just a little too smooth. You're just a little too confident. You're just a little too able to get into my panties. We don't want to ever not be good at ball, vagina, or selling just because we're too good and we're trying to like play down. So be your authentic self. Well, not the current version of that authentic self, which sucks. Which is why you're taking this orange pill. When you get better, don't revert back and then get worse. So here's 5 ways to slightly sell slightly better. Do you like the new setup? A lot. Thanks. It's hetero I for a hetero viewer. All 2.5 of you. If you're multitasking, stop for a moment. In fact, I want this video to have more return on investment than your safety school tuition. So I want this video to have more return on investment than you having to go to Harvard because the school that you really wanted to get into didn't let you in. Selling. 4 steps to the epiphany. 4 steps to the epiphany. Trade show like you mean it. When you as a female get a free badge to the trade show because DEI for the win, you show up with $0 invested trying to also get $0. Where why don't we as pre-entrepreneurs and pre-founders, why don't we try to get return on investment before we even go? So let's say we get a free badge. I'm not saying you should just spend $3,000 and then, no, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that you can pretend that FinTech DevCon, South by Southwest, World Series, College World Series, Weaver Tech Symposium, whatever conference it is, you get your return on investment prior to going. Trade show like you mean it. Wow. These notes that I typed up are awesome. Because what you're doing is you're solving this problem. Point number 2. No business plan survives first contact with a customer. No business plan survives first contact with a customer. Meaning your customer isn't going to just throw you a curveball. A curveball is actually fantastically easy to hit. Like when I'm throwing 88 miles an hour for a fastball, if we're being honest, 87, and I throw you a curveball at 78 miles an hour or 75, guess what? It's not that hard to hit. So this is the curveball. Sports analogies required. So this is the curveball. You want to get your money back before you even spend it. it is so simple that your brain is temporarily paralyzed for no reason. Simply restated, you can make money with the knowledge and the content before you step foot into Weaver Tax Conference or a law symposium on bankruptcy, where the tuitions or the entry fee is $12,000 if you're sponsoring, and you want to try to get return on investment prior to that. Let's go into an example versus hitting 3 more ways, because I think this will solidify. You know what? Let's do both. When given a choice in life, oh, should I be a student or an athlete? Maybe do both. Okay. Do you feel magic's about to happen? I think you do. Pick any conference that if you spoke at, you would double your career. Do you like what I did there? You thought I was going to just give you street smart genius things that I've done in the past. But what we're going to do is we're going to just actually execute on this question. What conference, if you spoke at, would double your career? Any conference. If you were to speak at that conference, it would maybe not double your career because, well, actually, no, double it, because I can see where you're at right now, and doubling you would be easy. So, write that down on a piece of paper. I'll wait. I will literally wait, because this is the most important work that we'll do in your lifetime. I've already done it thousands of times. Oh, here's another example. Let's go. Bumble. Cell phone number underwriting, because when people are trying to have sex, there's a certain type of fraud, let's call it sexual market fraud, that hashtag cell phone number underwriting can solve. Problem. People may misrepresent themselves. Problem. People use dating apps to kidnap people. Solution. Step 1, making sure that the person who says who they are is actually who they are. Enter the hashtag I already gave you. Should you write it down? Hashtag cell phone number underwriting. I went ahead and open sourced it, even though I'm charging over $100 per API, specifically $175 per API, application protocol interface. And so you're welcome for return on investment. See, it doesn't help when I give you examples, right? Because you're like, wow, that's genius. You're replacing a social security number ask with a cell phone number. Genius. All we are going to do is run one protocol. It's the easiest protocol ever. Guacamole recipe number 23. Hashtag external API. Break. So the reason I talk in hashtags is not to hashtag be obnoxious or hashtag what they don't teach you at Stanford Business School. Those are snarky. These hashtags, such as hashtag EUTWMPPM, is quickly being able to huddle up and then say, engineer up a tidal wave, a momentum, perpetual promotion machine, or HTG, HFA, OTR. Grab a pen. How to get home field advantage on the road. How to get home field advantage on the road. My notes fell. How to get home field advantage on the road at a conference. So this is how to speak at a conference is HTG, HFA, OTR with a little bit of EUTWM PPM, Engineer Up a Tidal Wave Momentum Perpetual Promotion Machine. Be scared that I can memorize these with an overarching hashtag of external API. Let's walk through the most basic one, because a lot of people are like, oh, I want to speak at South by. Meh. The granddaddy of, well, the old granddaddy until they went bankrupt and kept everybody's tuition money, conference badge money without executing the conference. But aside from that, let's say you want to speak at South by. Film or music or interactive, I don't care. Let's say you're a founder, you're distracted, and you want to speak at music or film. Oh, VCs. Let's pretend you're a not VC, but you want to speak at film. This is my favorite. Should I go to get my MBA after Brown, or should I go to film school after Dartmouth? Oh, I'm so torn. Showing off the new manicure. This is how you do it. This is how to speak at South by Film. You squat ahead of a future film's release 4 months early. These films are released on a schedule. Let's say the film thing intimidates you. The agenda for a conference is released 5 months early. It's called appointment-based learning. Me and my mentee, Peter Thiel, we dislike appointment-based learning. It's like television for appointment-based viewing. I don't want to make an appointment to watch TV. I want it to be able to be spooled up on a DVD player. You thought I was going to say streaming, didn't you? You did. Why appointment-based viewing? It should be on demand. Ditto the learning. So when you're helping get ROI for yourself, you're juxtaposing the appointment-based learning for the conference that happens in the future. Another example is Bitcoin Las Vegas. Bitcoin Nashville was a month ago. I'm already so mentally into Bitcoin Las Vegas that I can't even remember when Bitcoin Nashville was. It was about a month ago. It was actually this month. Oh my God. Felt like forever ago. But Bitcoin Las Vegas is May 25, 26, 27. Technically, it's the 26th to the 28th, but I am pre-rolling it because I am front-running the agenda. You're welcome. This is return on investment, where can you code Satoshi Nakamoto code? You cannot. Can you even read the 9-page PDF? Yeah, you could, but you don't. Could you read the agenda? You could, if they have it up, but now you're going to have to guesstimate at a speculative agenda. And they already gave us, those who read, the theme. Game theory. Game theory? You just Google Thomas Malnight Harbir Singh's ideas on game theory via their PhD level work at the old #1 MBA program, Wharton. Game theory. So I'm pretty positive that none of the Bitcoin conference organizers have a PhD in game theory from Penn, okay? I'm pretty sure. Maybe one does. What you do is you external API the things together, because wouldn't it be great if Thomas Malnight and Harbir Singh were to speak at Bitcoin Las Vegas? I almost keep wanting to say Bitcoin Nashville, and but I don't mess it up at all because I am focused. Because after Las Vegas, Palm Springs, after Palm Springs, Newport, and after Newport, maybe Chicago and Connecticut, not New York, maybe New York, we'll see. But running it as an external API to the theme of institution at Hashtag OFGPFSE. Hashtag OFGPFSE. Hashtag Opal Financial Group Public Funds Summit East. You just DJ these APIs. It's so easy. It's so easy. Question, Larry, are you on drugs? Actually, I am. I'm on the money drug. Not my money, because this is actually kind of hurting my soul a little bit. It's your money. Completely drug-free. Completely drug-free and winning. And then also, when you're asking about drugs, realize that this is the best drug, which is you take notes of, hey, how did you start Nobu Hotel? Like, how are you even in the hotel business? Actually, I kind of am in the hotel business. I went from hotel stayer to hotel engineer. You want to see how Nobu started? You got to figure out how Epiphany started. Oh, hashtag CS183E inside Stanford Engineering. There's 3 of them. And then before that, doing CS183D distribution. And we're right back on topic for 5-way. For 5-way. I love doing that. Where distribution. Can you do distribution for a hotel that you don't own? I don't own Epiphany. How did I co-found Nobu? By helping do distribution for Epiphany. Epiphany, it's an edit. CS183E edit. Turnaround. STRAM GT 353. So if you want to get ROI for something, just HTG, HFA, OTR. I literally brought a version of this book, Irv Grousbeck's New Ventures and the Entrepreneur, to Omaha to get return on investment. The first year I spent like high, middle 5 figures. This was my first time. Did I go when I was in college? No. My college team went to Omaha College World Series. It's like the national championship. They went 3x without me. So the first time I went, I paid out the nose. Stanford went back to back to back years, 3 years in a row. Year 2, year 3, 2021 and 2022. Wait, 2022 and 2023. I was cash flow positive using Irv Grousbeck's book. So the title of this video is 5 ways to do distribution, and let's hammer home specifically something to get you return on investment and to have you speak. Do you like how I'm weaving all these dangling participles together into a coherent, what do I need to do, what can I do, what will I do? Which is, look at your notes. And if you've not grabbed pen and put it to paper, this is your first time. Oh wait, you said you wanted to speak at a film festival. Let's have you speak at a film festival. There's always some jamoke who's launching a book at a conference. There is. And maybe the conference is going to have him speak. How much time is he going to be able to speak? 15, 20 minutes. Maximum 45 minutes. Max. You will front run the conference attendees not having read that book. If you read that book, you will be ahead of 99% of people. That's how I met this guy. This is how I met him. I didn't go to Stanford. I just read his book. And I sat in the front row. In fact, I didn't even have a seat. I had to wait list myself for dinner. And I got in because I saw him, because I looked at the cover photo or the back cover, Hi, I'm Steve Blank. Oops, I accidentally started a revolution, the Lean Startup Revolution. How does this apply to you? You can just read the book and then reach out to him on social media and say, hey, upcoming, you have a book coming out, and I see that you're speaking at Sundance Film Festival. I'm an aspiring VC, and I also have a passion project, but I'd like to interview you because your book helped me get my 90-second trailer in the can. Done! Did I just make all that up? No. Because people have been saying the most obnoxious things to me, and then I do them, and then people are like, do another one. Example, I want to speak at New York Fashion Week. I want to speak at New York Fashion Week? Done. You thought I was going to say, oh, pick something normal. No. You should speak at New York Fashion Week. You should. Do you want to? You're going to have to text me. Because I sold Fashion Week front row tickets at a fundraiser called San Francisco Magazine Fundraiser. That's return on investment for going to New York Fashion Week. Okay, so this is the old way that Mark McCormack taught me. Relax, okay? The 5 are over. We can just hang out. Mark McCormack, what they don't teach at Harvard Business School, this is what he taught. 3-day conference, you want to get your ROI before the last day of the conference. So this is how most companies would do it. They would risk $40, $50, $80,000 to showcase at some tech banking conference. Let's call it Hambrecht & Quist, before they got merged into Montgomery, before all the banking fraud started. So banking used to be pretty legitimate, where you would pay $80,000 and then hope to make $0 or $2 million, or just networking, which made me and my mentor always laugh, because we're like, that money's not free. Like, when are you going to get return on investment? And we were kind of stodgy and old-fashioned, but then we came up with the staggeringly advanced thing, which is, can you get ROI before the last day of the conference? And so all I did was move it up, because there's more tools now available. And somehow when people all got more tools, people got super lazy. Where, yeah, we could just get ROI. We don't even have to spend any money. We could get all the value of TechCrunch just by watching the live stream. Co-founder, TechCrunch Disrupt, Larry Chang. And so when all the tools made it so easy, it made people lazy. I want to start a school, Top Gun, because heat-seeking missiles have caused pilots to forget how to do dogfighting. Let's dogfight our way into a slightly better money situation. So, what they don't teach at Harvard Business School, let's try to get a return on investment prior to the last day of the conference. Now, you can get return on investment way before. This is another example how. Please grab a pen. Grab a pen, okay? Put it to paper. In fact, I got this notebook because some French dude got jealous that I took such great notes. And he got this notebook as a way to make fun of me. They're like, oh, Larry's always scribbling furiously. I'm going to give him a notebook as a FU gift. Who's getting the FU now? Co-founder of Nobu. My talent should not awe you. You should not be intimidated. Unless you're a girl, in which case, be intimidated. You can do these things, which you've grabbed the pen, good job. You said South by. And let's say you don't want to speak because you're a woman and your penis is very, very small, okay? Your girl penis is very small. You don't want to stick it in. You don't want to stick it into the economy, right? I get it. You don't want to go into a conference without consent. I got a plot spoiler for you, okay? They're begging. They're consenting. I'm consenting for you to put your little brain, okay, inside my brain. Teach me how backward you are. Teach me how little girl penis you are. Where you don't put it anywhere and you just kind of like, oh, I'm shy and coy and I won't make 6 figures total before I turn 30 because I know the phrase 6 figures, but $100,000, a lot of women don't make that before they turn 30 total. In total, won't make $100,000. When I learned that data, my jaw dropped. Let's do gender reversal entrepreneurship exercises. Let's go to the spectrum of I'm a girl, I'm going to train as a Chinese male, 5'7" male. This is what we're going to do. Maybe you're uncomfortable speaking at a conference. You can install and empower other women to speak in your place. Let's go. Pen to paper, please. I'm serious. Grab a pen, okay? And grab that little credit card bill that you don't open because you don't want to know that you're $1,800 in debt. Grab that credit card. You know what? Grab a bill that you have not paid, and with the back of the envelope notes, go ahead and just pay your credit card bill. Do I sound like Mark Benioff writing on the back of his American Express Platinum bill with Tony Robbins, where I'm your Tony Robbins? Kind of does. Is that me name dropping? It is not name dropping. It is me protoing. Grab that credit card bill. Let's pay it off. I'm not paying it off. You're paying it off for yourself. And then before you pay it off fully, you want to send me gifts. Nom 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 nom. I'm hungry and I like nice stuff. So 98 Duck 9 98 San Jacinto. SANJACINTO. Duck 9. Austin 78701. Work phone number 512-775-8100. I never have people call the office, so it's just funny that I can memorize my own work number. On the back of seriously, grab that pen, grab that credit card bill. Let's write. Don't worry, you're not even going to have to speak at this conference. Even though the question is, I'm going to speak at this conference and double my career. I get it, you're shy. I mean, you're very obnoxious to family members and you can make money off people that love you, but people that you don't know, okay, you have a small penis. And this is me with my BDE, because I read chapter 7. You're taking sexual energy and you're transferring it into money energy. So you're trying to go up. You're trying to go up and erect a money tower. Not a tower of power, a collapsible canoe. Less about sex, okay? Now that you're all horned up, okay? You got your lady juices flowing. Let's focus on installing 5 women in your place to speak. Do you see how crazy awesome I am? This is. We're just going to grab a recent conference. We're just going to grab this. Okay? And that's called FinTech DevCon. So write that down. You're speaking at FinTech DevCon, Financial Technology Development Conference. You're speaking at it. It's in Denver next year. You will get a pen. This pen will be put to paper. Kelsey Hightower, he gave the closing keynote. Problem: not enough women speak at conferences. Guess what? We're asking women. They all say no to speak at conferences. Not for this. When I ask women, I close 130% of the time. Oh, that's so bluster and exaggeration. No, it isn't. Because when I'm asking you and your best friend's like, do it. Do it. Oh my God, I totally would, but I'm happily in a relationship with Eric. Do it. Oh my God, do it. You should totally do it. You should totally do it. I know this is not the guy that you normally go for, okay? But like, do it. That's 130%. Kelsey Hightower. You like that transition? He spoke. Topic was innovation inside the enterprise. Fairmont, Maui. Enterprise. Innovation inside the enterprise. Innovation inside the enterprise. So, you take that keynote and you install how to do innovation inside the enterprise that Kelsey Hightower taught me into a panel. So I learned it on August 19th. That's when the Kelsey Hightower keynote took place. The video is online, Innovation Inside the Enterprise. Now you're going to host and moderate and engineer a panel for what did I do with the knowledge that Kelsey Hightower gave me. Let me repeat as I'm taking a deep, deep bow. You can also apply this to, hey Larry, will you write me a recommendation letter to go to Stanford Business School? No, I'm not. Not going to write you a letter of recommendation. Write your own letter, right? Write your own letter. What Kelsey Hightower taught me at FinTech DevCon 2024. This is now the speaker panel for 2025 FinTech DevCon. What did you do with the knowledge that Kelsey gave you? Did Kelsey quote a bunch of great things to do? Yes. You just add in what he did with one book, external API, into one book. Pick one. 4 Steps to the Epiphany, Steve Blank. Jeffrey Moore, Crossing the Chasm. Is this me showing off? A little bit. Alexander Ostrander, Business Model Generation. Eric Ries, Lean Startup. Or my personal favorite, Mark McCormack, What They Don't Teach at Harvard Business School. I have a problem. Not I, you. This is you speaking at FinTech DevCon in Denver. I have a problem. My boss won't let me go to FinTech DevCon. Solution: Kelsey Hightower's keynote. Innovation inside the enterprise. So you watch this video, you get a pen to paper, and then you start winning. There's a Stanford graduate who transferred over to Vanderbilt. Yeah, he's going for free at $0 because I don't think he's paying $60,000 for 1 year of school. I should ask, hey, are you paying $60,000 to go to Vanderbilt to study MGT 6443 corporate valuation while you're pitching on the baseball team? I should be asking this question. Also, are you studying MGT 6531 prior to you taking corporate valuation at Vanderbilt while playing on the baseball team, while having played years at Stanford University and then graduating? Are you going to take MGT 6534 financial data analytics prior to enrolling at Vanderbilt? I think Vanderbilt starts in what, like mid-September, and the quarter goes until like December. January. I'm only making fun of how short college is. I'm not making fun of Vanderbilt, even though I could have graduated that shit in like a year and a half. Okay? Or the freaking MBA curriculum. It would literally take me an hour to graduate Vanderbilt. Oh, Larry, you're so confident. No, I've just taken 6534 before, just as CS 183 fan fee. Like finance, super easy after you studied accounting. And it's even easier after you study accounting and engineering. University of Illinois, baby. Does this help? What did you write down? I'm curious. I don't want you to put in the comments what you wrote down. I'm curious what you wrote down. Because I'm curious. Because I'm also wanting to meet you as a female founder, pre-entrepreneur who's older than 22 and younger than 23.